Right. Good evening and welcome to the induction session of the amazing growth mindset 7-day challenge.
Very good
Okay.
evening.
So starting, I want to ask few questions. Who wants to be happy in his or her life? Raise hands. Okay, very nice. And who wants to be successful in his life? Raise hands. And who wants to be both happy and successful? Raise both the hands. Wow. So each one of us wants to be happy and successful in one's life, right? But you'll be surprised that the definition of being happy and successful changes with everybody. Okay. So I'll request you to put in the chat box what is your definition for happiness and successful. Prashaji, how do you define your happiness? How do you define your success? Sanjay, if you are able to hear me, please come on video. Yeah. So just put in the chat box. How do you define your happiness and how do you define your success? Let's see. So my question is very, very simple. How do you define your success and how do you define your happiness? When do you say you will be happy and when will you say that you are successful? You can put down your messages in the chat box. So Prantik says, when I could do whatever I want to do without any issue, that time I am happy. Okay. Okay. Parashar says, from my side, happiness is first good health. Very nice. And success? Sanjay, you would like to give your input? What is happiness for you and what is success for you?
Putting on the chat box, sir.
Okay. चलिए आप मुझे ना बता भी सकते हैं.
It is basically a positive attitude, sir, with a fresh mind. Peace of mind should be there, which
Okay.
helps you.
So Sanjay says positive attitude and calmness of the mind. Correct? Positive
Right.
impact on life. Success is to get the desired thing done. Okay, right. So as I said, that for various people, the happiness and success means different things. Right? So let me hear. See, remember when we were the kids and our parents used to tell us something. What used to be the advice of the parent? Sanjay, you tell me.
Parents always used to give advice, ke just be humble, calm, think what you want to do, how do you want to grow in your life. Malab always give a positive vibes and feel comfortable under their guidance.
What else?
Just go in your life.
Yeah.
Study well, get a good job.
Okay,
Yeah.
Prantikji, what is your input? What your parents used to say when you were a kid?
That's why I said, do good in studies, अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो, get a good job, you know, settle in a family, and continue like that. Be humble, help others, something like that, short.
Okay, so study well, get 90%, get a good job, get into a big company, international company, get married, have two, three kids, and you are happy and successful, correct?
True.
But now today, when we are grown up, do we find that this is what is happiness and success? Is it true? Or it is something beyond that?
For me, it is something beyond that.
Yeah, I think for us also, it is something beyond that, for being happy and, success. For example, I'll tell you my story. I did my engineering graduation from NIT Kurukshetra. And as my parents used to tell me, get a good job. Though they never wanted for me to get inside the Indian Air Force and Defense Forces, but that was the first job that came in front of me and I grabbed it. Right? And for 26 years, I served with Indian Air Force as an aerospace engineer. I did my MTech from IIT Madras in control engineering. Right? And in 2007 December, I retired. Thereafter, I joined the famous Jet Airways and I continued working for it for 10 years. Right? And when the Jet Airways closed down, I joined SpiceJet. I again continued to do the job for next 3 years till the time I became 60. And they said, Mr. Bhatia, thank you very much. You are 60 and you can retire. But I was not, ready to retire. Retirement for me means that now you don't have to put your 8 hours of job for that Lalaji, for the MD and CEO, and you can utilize your time the way you want it. Basically, you utilize your time which gives you happiness and success, contentment, peace of mind, and which job is aligned to your inner core. For me, that is okay. So that is so. So I thought that since I have got around 40 years of experience, why don't I get into a job, a profession where I am able to impact the masses, impact the society? Because for me, it is time for me to give it back to the society from the position where I am. So I got into the coaching and so many other things. Okay. For example, the last time I remember I used to cycle when I was a kid, 10 years, 11 years old. Okay. Now suddenly I found that why don't I try to cycle? So I purchased a beautiful looking bike costing about 35,000 and I started cycling. Believe you me, it started giving me pleasure. Okay. And you won't believe every quarter I'm doing about 100 kilometer at least once. And I do the cycling almost every day, minimum 30 kilometers. That takes me about 1 hour 45 minutes. Happiness, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, because firstly, it is keeping me fit. Secondly, I have entered into the zone of being a marathoner. So I'll be running my first half marathon on 24th of August in Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium after 2 weeks. My first marathon, 21.1 kilometers. That is giving me happiness. Right? Now, let me tell you from my experience, happiness and success, they are coming from a particular mindset. So we have so many participants here, and everybody is sitting with some kind of mindset or the other. Right? Prantik, do you agree? Okay.
Yes,
So
I agree.
each one of us is sitting here with certain kind of mindset. So how many kinds of mindsets we got for participants? Okay. Let me share my ideas with you. Okay. So when I say the type of mindsets, okay, so I say mindsets, right? So as per me, there are three kinds of mindsets, right? Let's see. What are these three types? Number one is prisoner mindset. Okay. And any idea what is a prisoner mindset? What is a prisoner mindset? Prantik, any idea?
Not really. I have any idea, but as prison is attached, maybe we are confined, something like that. Short.
Okay, absolutely. You're almost there. Prisoner mindset means that you have been put inside a cage and you cannot think beyond those iron bars. I'll tell you an example. You know, see, when I was working for a airlines company and I was busy in my job in my quality assurance department, suddenly my boss, my GM tells me, Mr. Bhatia, you got to go and attend a class. Oh my God, you got to attend a class for what? Okay, he says there is some class, a 2 days capsule course, which is arranged by the HR department, and we have been allotted one seat. That needs to be filled up. See, what is the aim? What is the aim? That one single seat which has been allotted to the quality assurance department needs to be filled up. So, whether I'm interested in it or not, I like it or not, I was sent to that class. And what did I do? I didn't do anything. I kept sitting there because my GM had told me that you got to just sit there and relax. Okay? That is a prisoner mindset. You don't think anything from your mind. Maybe you have been sent there to fill up the slot. You just collect your certificate in case it is given, but you don't gather any value addition. You don't do any value addition in your skill set. That is a prisoner mindset. Right? Next, we come to prisoner mindset. And second is vacationer mindset. Vacationer mindset. What is a vacationer mindset? Sanjay, you want to try?
Uh, Occasional, but you are not prepared for anything, but just yes, you want to do it. Maybe just for the time being.
Okay. So, vacationer mindset means now imagine you have your backpack ready, you go to Goa, you go to the beach, and early in the morning you are having a stroll on the beach. You are just relaxing. But the moment the heavy waves start coming in, you pick up your bags, you pick up your bottles and run away. Correct?
Right.
That is a vocational mindset. That means you are there in the class, in that session, with the mind of a vocational. The moment I increase the heat, the moment I start asking the difficult questions, a vocationer will locate the class. He will switch off. Right? And what is the
Right.
third kind of mindset? The third kind of mindset is a seeker's mindset. Seeker's mindset. What is a seeker's mindset? What is a seeker's mindset? Sunita, any idea?
Actually, like I don't have much idea, and I joined you very late. I'm so sorry for that. I was in ashram. CK, my phone was switched off. Like if you want to do something, if you are searching for something, definitely. If your mindset is something like that you have to do something, you want to do something, so definitely you will get the opportunity. For me, I don't know whether I'm sure or not.
Okay. So you are almost there, Sunita. A seeker mindset is who is sitting in the session to get something, to have some value addition from the people or from the person who is talking. Because the person who is talking on the session is supposed to be having some, value to his knowledge, and he is going to share these values with you. So that is a seeker mindset. And let me tell you, so out of the 5 or 6 people sitting here, now you can decide whether you are a prisoner sitting here with a prisoner mindset, whether you are sitting here as a vacationer mindset, whether you are here as a seeker mindset. Okay. And let me tell you, out of 100 people sitting in the session, seeker mindset is only about 20%. Vocational mindset is about 50 to 60%, and 20% or so is a prisoner mindset, right? And that is the class. So you will find out by the time we have a finale round of this session of this challenge next Sunday, you will find that out of the 15 or 16 participants who have registered here, there will be only 3 or 4 participants who will remain here, okay, who actually belong to the seeker mindset. They have come in this with, a mind to seek something, get something, do some value addition for their knowledge. Right? Now, coming to the mindset, please take a blank sheet like this and write here N mindset, and on the right side, you write K mindset and draw a vertical line here. Okay? I'm going to share very, very peculiar and effective strategies for being a good mindset, a positive mindset. Now, earlier in our days, whatever course I used to see, I used to apply for that and do the course. Okay? People are in a habit of collecting so many books. Read the books. I have read, I have read, I have read. Good. So people are having a bunch of certificates to be presented during the interview. Right? Will those bunches of the certificates going to add to your skill set? Not always. So, a N mindset will say, I know. I know. So, on N mindset, you write down, I know. I know. Today, most of the schools in India, what is happening? When a kid comes out after 12th, 10 plus 2, he or she says, I know. He or she has got certificate. But the moment he or she is out on the street, he will not be able to do anything. Because they have just collected, our system is like that we have just collected a certificate to show. We can't do anything. We don't have any skill sets. Okay? Whereas a K mindset will say, I do. A K mindset will say, I do. अगर मेरे पास एक N mindset होता, I would have shown you all the certificates of mine. 50 certificates. And yes, I am powerful. No. The certificates do not make you powerful. It is the skill sets, the knowledge that you apply on the field, where you can say, I do. That is a K mindset of the things. right? Coming to the next. Now, what has happened is when I go for cycling, it has happened. I want to do 100 kilometers one day, and it was very cold, and and it was foggy. I couldn't see 200 meters ahead of me, and it is dicey, in India, in Delhi especially, and Gurugram where I am staying, to cycle on these kind of conditions. So I had to cut short my trip at 75 kilometers, and I came back. Do I say I cannot do it? No. I said I cannot do it yet. I could not do it yet. I could not do it today. Because the moment you say I cannot do it, you are putting a full stop to your actions. N mindset will put a full stop to your action. If you say I cannot do it. So in N mindset, you say I cannot do it. Write down here. These are very, very important things. I am giving out the secrets of N mindset and K mindset. I'll tell you at the end of the class what is N mindset and what is K mindset. Right? So on the N mindset column, you say I cannot do it. And it is a full stop. Your N mindset will not let you try another attempt. But I say no. I cannot do it yet. I could not do it yet. Understand the power of yet. You are leaving a huge window of opportunity for your action to continue next time. Correct? That is a K mindset. That is a K mindset. I couldn't do it today, but I'll try it tomorrow. That is a K mindset. Okay? Now, you take the case of Virat Kohli. He has minted up thousands of runs, and he has created a mark in the history and in the arena of world cricket. Correct? Agreed? But don't you realize he must be practicing 18 hours out of 24 hours every day? What happens if he doesn't practice? What happens if I do not take out my cycle and I keep sleeping? Will I be able to do 100 kilometers? If Virat Kohli keeps sleeping in his house, in his apartment, 18 hours a day, will he be able to make any mark in the world of cricket? Remember, 98% of we people like to operate from our comfort zone. Keep thinking, and be in the bed. But unless and until you go out of the bed and take out your cycle and go to the highway and start with 5 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 50 kilometers, will you be able to achieve 100 kilometers? No. And mindset will be very happy if you operate from your comfort zone. On the N, you write down operate in comfort zone. N mindset will always operate from comfort zone, secure zone. He will not allow you to take any risk. But unless and until you take a risk, you don't grow. If I do not cycle and I feel myself, my shirt full of perspiration, I don't run, I don't ride for 100 kilometers. If you have to grow in life, you have to operate from uncomfortable zone. Right? So, in the K mindset, right side, you write, K mindset will likes to operate in uncomfortable zone. K mindset will always operate from uncomfortable zone because it is in the uncomfortable zone that the maximum growth can happen, not in the comfortable zone. That is why 98% of us, 98% of people, they want to remain in comfortable zone and they don't grow. It is only those 2% who come out of their comfortable zone, come out of their comfort zone and step into the uncomfortable zone, most uncomfortable zone, and they succeed. Right? And so in the end mindset, when you operate in comfort zone, there is no growth. N side, when you operate on comfortable zone, there is no growth. Okay. So for growth to take place, you got to operate from uncomfortable zone. So the positive growth happens only in the uncomfortable region of your mindset. 4 secrets, please write down on this kind of sheet. Okay? Very, very important. Now, what is N mindset and what is K mindset? Any ideas? What is N mindset? What is K mindset? Something you would like to try?
It's very confusing. N and K. K could be knowledge or knowledgeable mindset. N, I don't know.
Okay. So, I will remove this confusion of N and K. N mindset is नाम का mindset. नाम का mindset. This नाम का mindset will help you survive. But नाम का mindset will not allow you to grow, will not allow you to cycle 100 kilometers, will not allow you to run a half marathon. Understood? And what is K mindset? It is calm ka mindset.
Calm ka mindset, yes.
K mindset is calm ka mindset. This is the mindset which actually all of us should be having. Right? Now, coming to the structure of the 7-day challenge. Now, this challenge we run from today, 10th of August to 17th of August, next Sunday. At 9:30, I'm going to post one challenge. Okay? It will not take more than 10 minutes for any one of you to prepare the answer and put it there. The windows for the group for your answer will be available from 11:30 Indian time to 8 o'clock evening Indian time. Between these 10 hours, you can post your answers on the group of which you are a part. And one of our coaches will acknowledge that effort that you'll be putting in. Let me tell you, be with a seeker mindset available here. Each challenge has been designed to give you a different perspective of your life. I'm telling you, different perspectives. If you follow through these 7 days and 2 sessions, so this session we have had, and the last session, finale, we are going to have on Sunday. Timings I'll let you know. If you follow through these 7 and 8 days, and act upon it, action, your life is going to change. Right? Okay, so this is about the structure. Now, coming to the today's challenge, number 1, circle of growth. Who all have done it? Sanjay, you have done it?
Yes, sir.
So each challenge, Each challenge that I am giving you for these 7 days will have a direct meaning, direct message, and an indirect message, a deep message. So, what is a direct message? Sanjay, can you try?
Not exactly, I can say right now, sir. Maybe what's going in your mind that
What was the
time.
challenge? What was the challenge?
Growth circle.
हाँ, circle of growth. तो उसमें क्या
Circle
करना?
of growth, yeah.
What did you do?
Basically, it came to mind about what family, health, income, and everything. So what you have done in the past, what you're planning in the future, what present. So everything was going in the mind.
So the circle of growth is meant for today, not for future.
Okay, sir, noted.
Our life has got 4 very, very important facets on which our life runs: health, wealth, career, and relationship. 4 segments. 4 segments. The rest all secondary. These, each of the segments, I have further divided into sub-segments. Right?
Right.
Okay. For example, health, physical health, and emotional health. Right? Wealth means what is your income and what are your assets. Career, what is your position and what is your following, networking. And relationship, what is your relationship with your family and what is your relationship with yourself. And you are supposed to mark it from the number 1 to 5. So what is the
Okay.
direct message? What is the direct message since you have done it? Sanjay, what is the direct message?
I can't say right now, sir. Wait.
Okay. Prantik, can you try?
Yes, I think, it is giving me an idea that, where I am right now. Based on these 4 quadrants, it gives me the clarity कि अभी कहाँ पे हूँ. Maybe that's the message I got.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The direct message is in these 4 quadrants, very, very important quadrants of life: health, wealth, career, and relationship. Where do you stand today? Where do you stand today? That is a straightforward message. What is the hidden message? What is the hidden message?
That's what I'm looking for.
Can you see this? This I have picked up from somebody else's circle of growth. Right? 8 quadrants, 4 main quadrants, and each quadrant have been further subdivided into 2. Correct?
Correct.
This is the circle of growth. Looking beautiful?
Yes.
Now,
It's not a circle actually.
I'll ask you a very, very simple question. Your life is a vehicle, and one of the wheel of your vehicle is like this. How smoothly it will run? How smoothly it will run? Not at all. If your circle of growth is something like this, it means your life is full of jhatkas, up and down, up and down, up and down. Because that is how it is rotating. Right? So what is the deep message in this? What is the hidden message? Hidden message is very simple. In one sector you are having 4 or 5, and in another sector you are having only 2. Understood? What does it mean? If you are running only after the career, out of 24 hours, 15 hours you are there in the office. Where does your family go? To. You may be a blue-eyed boy of your boss, but you will be a black-eyed boy when you reach home. Understood? We don't mind if we have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 in all quadrants. Absolutely fine. Because then the circle is actual circle. You cannot afford to have 4 in one place and a 1 or 2 in another quadrant. That is the deeper and hidden meaning of this particular challenge, circle of growth. Right? Any doubts?
Very powerful second message, or the hidden message, I should say, because that gives a actually new perspective कि हमें कैसे करना है, नहीं करना है. So thank you for that. It's really
Absolutely.
very.
Thank you, Prantik. So, we'll stop our today's session, induction session here, and remain consistent in rest of the sessions and rest of the challenges that are coming forward. And I'm 100% sure that it is going to give a new perspective to the life. Yeah? Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Yeah.